Hello, my name is Robert Hillier, and today I want to talk about a really fantastic tool for self-therapy. This is therapy you can do on yourself, by yourself. And the tool I'm talking about is spontaneous writing. It's something that's been developed from the works of Sigmund Freud back in the 19th century, early 19th century. And what he did, he developed this thing called free association therapy. And what he did is, he had people sit there and just draw or write or do whatever, spontaneous about what the inner feelings were. Now, what we're doing here is ask you to write spontaneously about your inner feelings. And there's a way of doing that. Because if you don't do it right, you'll end up by writing about your emotion. You'll end up by writing about your if you'll come from your ego, you'll end up by coming from the safe space of what you know. And that's not going to work, because the answers you're looking for are not in there. The answers you want are way down deep inside you, beneath the unconscious. How do you get there? You get there by allowing your intuitions to take you there. And spontaneous writing is a tool for enabling you to do precisely that. It's exciting. It's also about writing about your feelings, and there's two types of feelings. One's the feeling of emotion, which is about the here and now. It's about safety, it's about fear, and you get all quite frightened. And the other one is about the spiritual you, the feeling that comes from the spiritual you, the feeling that comes from deep, deep down. And that one's just a lot of like inner messages. The messages that gives you, it doesn't demand at all, it just gives you the messages, and it's up to you to have faith in those messages and to trust those messages and to work from them. And that's what spontaneous writing is doing, where we have to allow ourselves to get past the ego, past the emotion, way down into the spirit of you, and write from there. Now, of course, when you get down there, it doesn't always make sense. Don't worry about that. Not important. What's important is you have the experience of writing it out. Bring whatever's down there, bring it up. The ego might not understand it. Yourself might not understand it. It doesn't need to. In fact, if with the moment you start to understand it, you've probably gone into your head. So don't worry about not understanding it. Just write it out. Just write whatever the thoughts, whatever those bizarre thoughts are down there. Don't worry about, you're not in school, by the way. Neatness doesn't matter. Correct spelling doesn't matter. Grammar doesn't matter. Having the page ruled up doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is that you have the experience of writing about yourself from the deepest level possible.